we've got to continue to attract customers. And the only way you do that is you do a great job, you walk the talk, you do what you say you're going to do, and that's what we try to stay focused on.
I don't want this to be a political documentary. I want the personalities and the characters in it to kind of speak for themselves. But are you able to talk a little bit about the difficulties you have? Because ultimately it does become political territory.
Sure.
It's not like a business because you have an opposition, I guess. I mean, without turning it into kind of a
Right.
scathing attack, is there a way that we can talk about the unions and the public
Sure.
school system and how that's set up and how politically the charter school system is viewed and the difficulties that you have day to day in running this place?
Okay. As far as the charter school movement goes, obviously when it started in '92, it was not real popular. In fact, we were very fortunate. Then Senator Gary Hart, who was a Democrat, actually introduced the legislation, and it was passed and put forward. Minnesota was actually the first state back in 1991, I believe, that passed some form of charter legislation. California was the second. And when they started out, they put a cap on that. They put 100 charter schools. We were actually the 109th because they raised the cap. We had to go up and testify in front of the Sacramento, the legislature up there, to get that charter. But the challenge, and I knew that going into it, one of the things I wanted to prove is the financing part of education, is that every year they say, give us more money and we'll do a better job. I heard that for 30 years in our district schools. I sat in meeting after meeting after meeting where we talked about, we want to do this, where the trash cans were going to be, where the faculty part, we never focused on kids. And I got involved in the union. I actually was the president of our local union because I was tired of hearing that, so I ran for office because I wanted to focus on kids. I realized the purpose of a union is to get as much money as you can and benefits for your employees. I understand that. And I want them to be taken care of. But I saw every year parents giving more and more money, the government going out and saying, boy, if you give us more money, we're going to do a better job. Well, if you look at the statistics, we have spent billions and billions and billions of dollars on Head Start. No change. After the third grade, you can't even tell that they were in Head Start. But we keep spending. In fact, they're planning on spending more. And the same thing with our public education system. They kept, every year it goes up and we spend more. So I wanted to be able to prove it wasn't necessarily just the money, it's how that money is being spent.